Hello everybody, J211, and on the tubes today, we revisit the 1980s Lloyd's alarm clock. It got wonky. It was wonky, it got wonky, bop, 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 bop. It was given to me by my grandmother when I was a young child. I don't remember exactly when, but it's been around, probably since the 80s. Duh. The screen would display half the time. You know, these lines would be in and out. Come home from work. The display would blink 12. And there's no way like we were getting that many power surges. You know, the cable boxes, other clocks in the house were not blinking. You know, everything else kind of worked fine. You know, the buttons were a little wonky, like you have to hit time and you hit this, something like that. But if you hit this at a certain thing, then you get like a fuzz, like the screen would be like, what are you doing? So, I emailed Harley, and Harley's like, yeah, you know, send it to me. I'll take a gander. And that was it. Got an email back and told me that he replaced all the capacitors. Yes, I'm going to take it apart for your viewing pleasure. Couple of these buttons. Oh, pardon. Couple of these buttons. Let's just stop the blinking. Couple of these buttons were or were not replaced. He says they were, if I'm correct, they were rusty. It could have been. This one's a little bit. That one's not.
Spices and dipped in more nacho.
But that doesn't mean, you know, whatever. So, let me take this apart and look inside. So, 5 screws later, 4 here, two, and 1 in the middle. I'm not gonna go crazy. You could reference my previous video. I'll put the link in the description. I took that apart also. From what I could see, which I could be completely wrong, but what I can see is that these look new. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2. Those look new because they don't look dirty. Excuse me, they don't look from the 80s, you know, schmutz and dust. They look the newest. 1, 2, whatever. Like I said, I'm not taking it off. It works. So at some point, you know, first of all, let me thank Harley of Harley and Spats. Thanks, Harley, for doing whatever you did as far as replacing stuff, making sure everything works. Cleaning it. They cleaned the entire thing. I didn't send it to them this clean. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is going to go back in the commission as soon as the video is done. But like I said, there's nothing here. I'm not playing with it. Everything works. All the stuff still there and works. I don't think this was replaced. I don't know. Probably not. Which doesn't matter. If it's not broke, don't fix it. What I do remember, which no fault to anybody, was this flat piece. So stupid. This flat piece, all these years, was stuck right there. And from the factory, was squished. See? And then I obviously took it and pushed it down because I took it apart for my first video. But hey, so yep, that's it. It works. I'm going to show you it working, but it works. Here's the display, right, without the plastic. And that's about it, you know. Looks good to me, you know. So I'll put it back together, set the time, choose the alarm in the radio, and call it a day. Alright, I just currently set any time. Doesn't matter. PM, alarm. If you press this right here, it's buzz, radio, off, which shuts. That was just wonky. That's beyond repairable. It was mostly that this LCD screen was shot. No big deal. That's the way it's always been. You just kind of play with it. The time stopped working. That was the most problem. Everything else, the fact that that's dull compared to that, I don't care. So we're just gonna hit pause and wait until the alarm goes on. Snooze. 15, 20 minutes, 10 maybe. That's it. Put it to off. It's the radio. Just shuts off. That's it. Okay. Done. Harley, Spats, both of you, whatever. Awesome, man. It works. It's gonna go upstairs. The other vintage one is gonna make its way to somewhere else. Hey, like, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a great day and keep on tubing.